How's it going, everyone? My name is Lellowblade. Welcome to the tutorial. Today I'm going to be showing you how to build a super compact, effective, and stylish basic starter hut. Before we get into it, remember to subscribe, hit the bell, and leave a like, as I would really appreciate it. Now let's get into it. Okay, so as you can see here, this is the design for the basic starter hut. As you can see, it is fairly small, not very large in size or height. So yeah, basic features here, as you can see, it is a rectangular house with a few modifications and things to make it look a little bit better and make it a little bit more useful. Going inside the hut, as you can see, we have some storage right here on the first floor, a smoker, blast furnace, regular furnace, and crafting table. And this is actually a really compact design, so what you have here is a staircase going up to a second story. And here you have a bed, some carpet and painting for decoration, but then actually another little bit of storage and a campfire right here, which you can use to cook meat, obviously. This hut is very useful in survival mode. In fact, if you haven't checked out my vanilla single player survival series, we built this exact hut in the series. It's very useful. You got your storage right here for early game, and as well as that, you have all your basic cooking utilities, crafting, you got your bed and storage. And early game, you're really not trying to store mass amounts of stuff. So this is plenty of storage for you early game, and it is fairly cheap to make. And even though it is very small, everything is cramped perfectly in the right places to make it feel like you have room, but you don't have a bunch of extra room. You're right in your little hut. Even downstairs, you got some windows you can look out. Right now you just see white scenery because this is a tutorial world, but if you choose to build this in a place with a really nice scenery, you get to see all that out your windows. Going on to the outside, as you can see here from the front, we have a door, a little bit of lighting, and a little bit of a window design with cobblestone. And this just really adds to the effect and makes it look a lot more compact and adds that little extra bit of style that I would say separates it from your average starter hut. And as you can see, we have this same lantern pattern with a little bit of a corner design on each of these corners here, and what this does in survival mode is it will prevent monsters from spawning right next to your house, because we all know how annoying that you cannot sleep, monsters are nearby messages. You will never see that when you're using this design for the most part. It's possible, I'm not saying it's impossible, but for the most part you are covered with this lighting. And on the top here we have a very simplistic roof. Personally, for building, I've always found roofs the most annoying thing to do, the most expensive. But as you can see here, it's a very, very cheap roof. You got some slabs, you have a little bit of just literally cobblestone blocks for a nice little chimney look. And it looks really, really nice, but it's really, really cheap in reality. Win-win. So without any further ado, we will jump into actually getting started on building this thing. First of all, we have our materials here. As you can see, for materials, it's fairly cheap. You can take a look around. We got 16 oak logs, a stack and 55 oak planks, 17 oak slabs, 4 cobblestone, 2 stacks and 2 cobblestone slabs, 9 cobblestone stairs, 9 glass panes, a door of your choice. I would advise you to use oak just because it goes with the design, 13 lanterns, 14 torches, 1 birch plank, 3 birch slabs, 2 birch stairs, a crafting table, a furnace, a blast furnace, a smoker, 8 chests, a bed, 3 carpets. Again, depending on your bed color, I would make it the same. That's just, how I prefer to design things, but it's totally up to you. A campfire and a painting. Now, some of these items, like the carpet, the painting, you can even make the argument for the lanterns. Some of these are, not essentials for the hut. They don't serve an exact purpose. They're kind of more for the aesthetics. So you can choose as I'm building what you think is necessary. And, if you want to add your own little tweaks to fit your style, I would tell you go ahead and do that. The rough dimensions you're going to need for this build are 12 wide, 12 long, and about 6 high. So again, as you can see, it's not a perfect cube like that, but it's roughly that, and with those dimensions, you will definitely have enough space to build it. Just keep that in mind when you're clearing out an area for your build. Getting started with the building, the first thing you're going to do is place down a log wherever you want one of the corners of your building to be. So keep that in mind with your spacing. And what you're going to do is count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then on the next one, place. So you should have 7 blocks in between these 2 logs here. And then what you're going to do next is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And after that 6-1 place, you should have 6 blocks or spaces in between these 2 logs. and then just fill in the last one as you would imagine, lining it up with the other two. Okay, next thing you're going to do is build up 1, 2, 3 on top of each of these 4 corners. 1, 2, 3. Again, 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3. So now you should have 4 tall pillars. That should be all 16 of your logs used up. Next thing you're going to do is get your oak planks out and start building a little bit of a ring going to the corner of the log. So as you can see, the corner of the plank and the log here should be touching. So it should never be on the same level as the logs where you place the planks. It's one inward, like this. So you're going to create a little bit of a ring like this, and from this you're going to build up your ring 5 high. So if you only had the exact amount of oak planks, you probably noticed that you didn't have quite enough to build up this full thing 5 high. But not to worry, that is definitely accounted for. What we are actually doing is we are breaking out now all of the holes for our doors and windows. So first, right here, you're going to break out a 2 high by 1 wide hole like this. Then go over to here, break these 2. Come on inside here and break these 2 like that. Go in the back here and break these 3. And then break these 2. And now you have your window positions set as well as your door position. Next thing you're going to do is break all of the blocks here on the ground. And once we do this, we are actually going to replace it with our floor of cobblestone slabs like so. And there we go. It is completely filled in. As you can see, you're going to want to replace this one because this is where the door is going to go. And here we go. In goes our door like this. And there we go. Next thing you're going to do is once again take your cobblestone slabs, and right here on this third block, on the top half of the third block, you're going to place it, and you're going to make a little bit of a roof, but you're going to leave it here, and you're going to only do it like this. So this is what you should have for a roof, and the reason for this is because of the way our staircase is being built. Okay, so now moving on to the staircase itself, you're going to start off by placing your birch stair like this. You're going to place a slab here, a slab below that, and then what you're going to do is you're going to take your plank and place it like this, and then following that you're going to take your second stair, place it there, and then your last birch slab is going to go like this. So now as you can see, it has a very nice connected look. It does not look jaggedy at all. It looks really clean, connected, and it is very effective. As you can see, you're up on your second story. No butting heads or anything. Alright, and the next thing you're going to do is take your oak slabs, place it like this. You're going to have to place one there to get it here. And then what you're going to do is cover this up like so, just completely roofing it all off except for this block. You want this one facing the sky. So like that, this is what it should look like when it is done. Okay, now you're going to take your cobblestone blocks. You're going to place one there, one there. You're actually going to break this one right here, place it there, and break this one here and place it there. So next what we're going to do is really complete this roof look, because right now, obviously it looks very barren, very awkward. So we're actually going to use our cobblestone to create kind of a ring and add on the designs to this exterior here. To begin with, you're going to place your cobblestone slab on each of these 4 logs like so. Next what you're going to do is bring across the slabs like this, connecting all 4 of them up all around the build here. Like so. Should look like this from the top. Next thing you're going to do is come under these ones here and just place another layer like this right below the one we placed before. Going to bring that layer all around. And there we go. Should look like this all around your building. So next up, we're going to add on the little corner designs to the logs here. So what we're going to do is go to the top log, go to the bottom half, and place slabs in a little bit of a corner shape like this. Then what you're going to do is break the middle one here and break the middle one here and place it up on the higher part of the log. And now as you can see, you have the design going like so. And you're going to repeat that on all 4 corners of your build using the exact same tactic. Again, place a little bit of a ring corner shape, break these 2 in the middle, and place those on the higher half of this highest log here, like that. And when you're done, your roof should look like this. As you can see, it looks a lot more complete. You can probably see it better from the top. Definitely looks more complete, not as raw as it was before, and is coming up closely to our completed build here. So next we're going to do a bit of exterior decoration here. So what you're going to do is grab your cobblestone stairs and simply place them facing downward. So not like the normal stair position like that, rather facing like this. Just right in front of the windows, very simple, not doing any fancy curves or bringing them in or anything. Simply doing this adds a huge touch to the build aesthetically and makes it look a lot better. Next thing to this exterior is very simply like you did the stairs. You're going to take slabs and put them right up next to where the window is, just exactly above where we did the stairs, the same spots like this. And there we go. Now we are moving on to the lighting situation for this exterior here. So you're going to grab your torches and place them on either side of every window, and in the front here we are also going to just place it on the other side of the door right here, just because it looks pretty clean. And then again on the outside of each of these windows on the same level as the window vertically, like this. And there is your torch placement done for the exterior. Next you're going to grab your lanterns and place them on each of these 3 lower kind of slabs on the corner design. So not these ones, you actually can't place it there because it is up on the higher half slab of the block. But on all 3 of these lower ones on each corner, you're going to place in your lanterns. And I know this can be expensive because these do take iron nuggets to craft. So if you're really early game, it is not vital that you have these lanterns. You could always substitute by putting torches on the logs or adding more torches around on the ground. But if you can't afford it, it looks really, really good aesthetically, and it is effective for lighting along with the torches. Okay, and so to finish off the exterior of the build here, you're going to take your glass panes and simply put them right in the window slots that we carved out earlier. You're going to do this, finish it there, and as you can see, your windows are done. Your exterior is completed. All that is left now to do is fill in and really finish off the build with everything on the inside. Okay, so starting off in the interior, you're going to grab your crafting table, plop it right there. As you can see, it fits very nicely under the stairs like so. Going to grab your regular furnace, put it right there. Take your blast furnace next to that guy, and right here in the corner, you can place your smoker. Those are kind of like your, I would like to say, your solid 4 utility belts here. Okay, so next we're going to add in our little storage ring on the first story here. So we're going to start off by putting a double chest right there like this. You're going to put another single chest facing this direction. Then you're going to put a nice double chest there, and then to finish it off, a single chest facing here. So as you can see, you have a lot of storage. In reality, you have got 6 chests worth of storage just on this first layer here. Obviously, in my series with my OCD, I organized each of these chests with like pretty general broad categories to organize all their stuff. I would recommend doing that, but again, completely up to you. Coming on up to the second story here, we're going to place our bed right in the corner like so. You're going to take your carpets, put them 1, 2, 3 like this, a little ring around your bed, very nice. You're going to plop your campfire down right here in the corner. So as you can see, the really cool thing about this is the smoke will come up from the campfire and right out the little chimney that we carved out in our design before. And so, it used to be in Minecraft you had to add like the cobwebs or whatever for a chimney effect. We really got it now. As you can see, the smoke's coming out, really nice design, and the campfire is effective. Next, on the second story here, you're going to place your last storage utility, a nice double chest. This is where you put your real valuables. Right next to your bed, you got your last double chest here. So the next thing we're going to do here is we're going to go ahead and get our interior lighting done. So again, this is early game. You got your torches, maybe your lanterns. So what you're going to do is place your torch here, a torch here, and then a torch here right next to the door. So that will absolutely cover your lighting levels for this first floor here. Now up here on the second floor, you're going to place your first torch right there. You're going to place another torch right here next to your bed, just because I think it's a little bit awkward to have it right over where you sleep. But I mean, if you really wanted to, you could place it here. I just like it better there personally. And then to finish off, you're going to place a lantern on the ground here. Again, if it's too expensive, this is really unnecessary for lighting. What you could actually do is place a torch here or, anywhere else here, but I think the lantern looks really nice right next to the bed. Okay, and the last thing here is actually a painting. Again, I would say this is optional, but I don't know. I think it looks really nice, and I think it's worth the, 1 wool 8 stick investment. So, in my opinion, the 1x1 looks really good in this spot. Let me see if I can get my favorite really quick. There we go. That is definitely my favorite painting. So as you can see, it looks really nice in the room, especially up against the lantern. The colors with this specific painting go really well. That is my personal preference. I would recommend this painting, but you could do a 2x2 or a 1x2, I'm sorry. 1x2. You could do maybe even a 1x2 this way, but in my opinion, this is the best look for it. Again, this is really not part of the efficiency part. This is just for looks. You always got to go for the style as well. Always got to do it. Okay, and with that being said, you have completed building your starter hut. Congratulations. You're a proud owner of... I'm just kidding. I'm not going to do a weird real estate thing. But yeah, with that placed in, this is the finish of your starter hut. As you can see, the interior, nice and compact. You got all your utilities here. You got your lighting, your windows, coming up your handy staircase, which perfectly doesn't bump things. You got, your sleeping area, a little bit more storage, some nice decor, and of course a campfire that turns into a chimney. So yeah, overall, very cheap, very compact. Everything is compact. You got enough space to move around, but you don't have extra space. Perfectly spaced. And yeah, there we go. And as you can see from the outside here, you got very stylish design, very sleek design, cheap. All you really need is cobblestone and wood, and there's some... If you want to, you can add on the lanterns and the torches. I would definitely recommend doing torches at least, but it's fairly cheap. There's nothing you couldn't get in the first few times playing in your world. This is all basic starter game stuff. I'll give you one more outside view, kind of a tour around of the design here. And one more on the inside here. And with that, you have reached the end of the tutorial. I hope this video was helpful, as that is always the #1 goal. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss a thing. Drop a comment if you have any questions, concerns, or need clarification on anything in the video. If this video helped you, slap a like on it because it really helps me out a bunch. Check out my second channel, Lellowblade Extras, for even more Minecraft content coming soon. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Lellowblade for even more updates and clips. I've been Lellowblade, and until next time, peace.
Through the wastelands, through the highway.